You already know what your problem is. You've known it for months. You just haven't been willing to say it out loud, because the second you say it out loud, you have to deal with it. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to say it for you, and I'm going to give you a diagnosis that explains every plateau you've hit, every revenue milestone you climbed to and quietly walked back down from. Once you have that diagnosis, it's worth more than any coach, any course, any mastermind you've ever paid for. This is a free hypnosis training. No pitch coming for the next 12 minutes. Just the answer. My name is Emil August, certified hypnotherapist, certified business coach, certified meditation master, over 2,000 one-on-one sessions, 9 years of daily meditation, 4 years working with hypnosis specifically, every day. My heart rate variability, the single best biomarker for how optimized your nervous system is, sits in the top 0.01% globally, higher than elite athletes, higher than lifelong monks. Those numbers didn't come from genetics. They came from rebuilding my entire internal operating system after 7 years of clinical depression, 2 of them bedridden, and a bottom most people don't come back from. What's coming isn't theory, it's the system I built on the other side. Your problem isn't tactical, it's hypnotic. And every coach, every consultant, every strategist you paid is structurally incentivized to keep you focused on the tactical level, because that's the level they can charge you to fix. It's also the level that has nothing to do with why you're stuck. Hypnosis isn't something that happens to you in a chair. It already happened. You're walking around inside it right now. Every belief you have about money, about visibility, about what you're worth, about what's possible for someone like you, none of that is something you sat down and decided. It got installed, burned in by emotional moments you don't even remember. That's the actual definition of hypnosis. A repeated suggestion that bypasses the conscious mind and sits in the subconscious as truth. Up to 95% of your daily decisions come from subconscious programs installed in you before the age of 7. Before age 7, your brain was running as theta wave activity, total receptivity, no critical filter. Everything just went in, and it became code running silently in the background, shaping every choice you make today. Not to make you successful, not to make you happy, to keep you safe. And it defines safe as familiar. So when you try to leap to the next level, when the new reality is unfamiliar to your nervous system, it gets perceived as a biological threat. The same threat your ancestors faced when a predator appeared. And your subconscious does what it was built to do. It pulls you back. That's a hypnosis problem. That's a subconscious problem. And the only thing that fixes hypnosis, subconscious programs, is more hypnosis done correctly at the level where the program is running. Let me make this concrete. You're sitting at your desk. You know the move that would double your business, or even give you more purpose, or even give you more freedom. You've known it for 3 weeks. You open the laptop. You see exactly what needs to happen. And without any conscious decision, you close it and pick up your phone instead. You do it again the next day and the day after. And that's not laziness. That's your nervous system enforcing the ceiling which it operates on. Your conscious mind is hitting the accelerator. Your subconscious is slamming on the brake. The brake always wins. Think about the last 12 months. the deals you didn't close, the hire you didn't make, the price you didn't raise, the version of your business you can see clearly in your head, but somehow can't reach. How much of that is actually a strategy problem? And how much is the same pattern showing up in different clothes over and over again? That's the real cost. You're paying it every day you don't fix it. So, can it actually be changed? Yes, and faster than most people expect. Your brain is physically plastic. The pathways that create your automatic thoughts and default behaviors can be rewired. They're not permanent. But you can't rewire them by thinking really hard. Conscious effort doesn't reach the floor of the building where the problem lives. You have to be in the exact brainwave states where the subconscious is open to suggestion. Alpha and theta, the same states you were in as a child when the original programming got installed. Clinical hypnosis is the only reliable pathway to that level, not stage hypnosis, nobody swinging a watch. This is a focused attention state neuroscientists have documented for decades. Think of it as a software upgrade for your mental operating system. The hardware is totally fine. The software is running outdated code. Here's the process. 4 layers. Layer 1, purpose, transcendental purpose. Most founders are building something they're good at, but that isn't aligned with who they are at a deeper level. When there's a mismatch, everything feels like effort. When that alignment clicks at the subconscious level, the pushing stops. You start operating from pull. And layer 2, confidence and clarity. Once purpose is dialed in, clarity feeds confidence, and confidence feeds clarity. Decision fatigue and procrastination dissolve. You see what needs to happen and you just do it. Layer 3, vitality. And I'm not talking about Red Bull energy, superficial energy, but I'm talking about emotionally charged, focused energy. When your internal energy is scattered, you procrastinate or you make reactive survival mode decisions. When it's aligned, the right decisions happen automatically. And layer 4, hypnotic installation. This is where I use clinical hypnosis to take those first 3 layers and install them directly into your subconscious, bypassing the conscious resistance that keeps people stuck even after they understand the problem intellectually. We don't manage the old program, we delete it. And in the space that opens, we install the new identity at the level of the nervous system, not as a concept, as a lived experience your body now treats as the default. That's the work. You might be asking, if this is real, why isn't everyone doing it? Because you weren't supposed to. It's the same reason you don't hear about what happens in the hour before an Olympic gold medalist walks onto the track, or what Mike Tyson was doing in the locker room before he stepped out. The people at the top of any field have always had access to tools the mainstream hasn't caught up to yet. Clinical hypnosis is one of them. It just hasn't been pointed at the business level for most founders until now. This isn't a conversation, it isn't motivation, it's not therapy. It's a surgical intervention at the layer where the problem actually lives. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Cedric is a trader. Came to me stuck in procrastination loops, couldn't execute, carrying unprocessed baggage from his youth that was quietly running his decisions. Within a couple of months, he had a structured daily routine, productivity was massively up, completely different sense of mastery and self-confidence. Stress dropped, business started growing. Selena is a self-employed makeup artist. overwhelmed, no motivation or clarity, couldn't market herself despite having the skills because she had a fear of being seen. From the first sessions, she felt a shift. By the end, she'd broken through blocks, found real calm and confidence, and started building her client base with a clear direction for the first time. Or August, who runs 3 startups, always on the verge of being overwhelmed, felt like he could never unlock his full potential. After our work, he had access to an inner calm he didn't know he actually had access to. His words, it was like opening a new door into myself. 3 different people, same hypnotic patterns underneath. Fix the program and the external results follow without fail. I know you've heard things like this before. I know you invested in programs that promised transformation and delivered information. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to come and experience it. At your level, you don't have time to be sold. You only have time to evaluate. So here's what I'm offering: a free strategy session, one-on-one with me, no assistant. We map out the specific hypnotic patterns running underneath your business and your life, and we figure out which of the 4 layers is the main bottleneck right now. No obligation, just a conversation. This is for founders doing at least 5 to 10K a month who know their ceiling isn't a strategy problem. If that's not you, this isn't for you. I keep my roster small on purpose. If you work with me, you get my full focus. Here's the move. Go to Instagram, find me at Life of Emil August, send me a DM with the words "stuck owner wants to change." That's how I know you watched this training and you're serious. I'll personally read your message and we'll set up a time. This is the thing you've known about yourself for a while. The thing you haven't been willing to say out loud. Now you have a name for it. Life of Emil August on Instagram. Send me "stuck owner wants to change." Let's find out once and for all what's actually running the show. I'll see you there.